Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for being here. Today I have my August Sips By, so let's get in here and see what flavors I got. In case you are new to Sips By is a tea subscription. You get 4 different teas each month and 4 servings of each tea. But I always say, they say they give you 4 servings of each tea to try, but I really get 8 servings because I almost always reuse the tea bags and it works just fine. I can't wait to find out what flavors I receive this month. If as I go through this you have any interest in it, I will put my link below and it will get you $5 off your first month, so it will be $10 instead of $15. So when we open it up, this is what we have, and it's Sips By August Teas, and it says made for Kathryn, and it always has that because when you sign up for Sips By, you go in and you fill out a very thorough survey and they find out if you like no caffeine, high caffeine, somewhere in the middle, if you like green teas or black teas or rooibos teas, you know, herbal types, if you like florals. They ask so many thorough questions that each month you get a box that's been curated just for you. And so far with me, they have hit it out of the park. So let's see how they did this month. So at the top of our card, they've said, "Hi Kathryn, whether you're sipping on iced tea to beat the heat or sipping indoors with a nice cozy cuppa, we hope you love your August teas." And just for the record, I brought up just a warm cup today because this is one of the coolest days that we have had in quite some time, and I thought I would take the opportunity to have a nice warm cup of tea. I've been bringing up ice to make iced teas the last couple of months, but we're going to do something different this month. Right on top, we have the Sips By tea bags, and each month, because sometimes you get loose teas, they send you this little reusable muslin bag. You just peel the little sticker off the front and you can reuse the bag and just rinse it out between, or inside they have filled that bag with reusable tea bags, and you just take one out, put your tea in it, cinch it tight, and you've made your own tea bag. So if you don't have a tea infuser, it's no big deal. Also, I do have a tea infuser and I still use these because then you just throw them away. You don't have to clean your tea infuser. Just saying. And then on the back of the card under the Made by Kathryn, it will tell us everything we need to know about the teas we received. So let's dig in, find one I can try, and get it steeping. Right on top I have, oh, happy tea. That is awesome. We need some happy tea. I just, with everything that's going on, I like the tea time. I like the calmness of it that I have always liked tea, but especially now, I find it particularly calming. And our paperwork tells us that this is Happy Tea, Sips By Your Tea. And Sips By just means that they work with a lot of tea companies, and the Sips By is whoever that tea company is, like Sips By, and this is Your Tea, or sometimes it's Sips By David's Teas. They work with so many different tea companies. But this says you use 1 bag in 8 ounces of water. You steep it at 212 degrees for 4 to 6 minutes. And again, I will take the opportunity to always say, I don't temp my water. I run my water through my Ninja coffee maker because it makes single cups of coffee. So I just don't put the coffee in it. So I just get hot water. So when I'm making one that's 212, I usually steep it right away because that's probably about where it is. If you get one that says steep it at about 170 or 180, I usually let it sit for a minute or 2 before I use my tea bag. This says that it is black tea, rose, goji, chrysanthemum, hawthorn fruit, and lemon. It is caffeinated, and it says this happy tea formula has been designed by qualified TCM doctors in Australia. For best results, Your Tea, which is the company, recommends drinking 2 bags per day for 3 weeks. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to go on the website and read more about this to see what it's for before I use it, but that is really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and we'll see what it smells like. It smells mostly just like tea. You know, it doesn't have a real fruity scent, and it's just a tea bag with the Your Tea. And yeah, it just smells mostly like tea, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I like just sometimes some black tea with a little cream or sugar in it. I like it. But I think to try right now, we want something a little fancier. So let's dig in and see what else I have. Oh, I found our winner. This one is from the Republic of Tea, and I always enjoy the Republic of Tea. And this is a cup of chocolate tea, peppermint chocolate, and it's caffeine free, which is great because this is a little bit later in the day, and it's an herbal blend of rooibos with peppermint and chocolate. Doesn't that sound fantastic? It does. Let's get the steeping and then we'll read the paperwork. I'm just going to open it right up. Oh, it smells so good. And it's just one of the round tea bags. This is what the Republic of Tea does, because when you buy their teas, they come in a little metal cylinder and they're stacked. So they're round. So let's get that steeping, and in a few minutes, we'll give it a taste. Okay, one I haven't ripped open, and this says Peppermint Cuppa Chocolate, sips by the Republic of Tea, 1 bag per 8 ounces of water, 212 degrees, steep 5 to 7 minutes. So we'll taste that at the end of this video. Rooibos, carob, cocoa kernels, peppermint leaves, sweet blackberry leaves, natural mint flavoring, natural chocolate flavoring, natural vanilla flavoring. But I love that it's all natural and it's going to taste like a dessert without being caloric, because at the beginning of this lockdown, I was doing so well. I was losing weight. Everything was fantastic. And then I discovered I can make bread. Okay, I'm veering off course, but the point is, I'm trying to be really mindful of what I'm eating now again. So this will be a nice treat without having a lot of calories. It says this cup of chocolate peppermint tea is your, is your gateway to guilt-free indulgence. A joyous chorus of creamy, cool peppermint, rich chocolate, and smooth caffeine-free rooibos, which I love because I like my desserts late in the evening, and so many of these chocolate type teas have caffeine, and I just absolutely cannot do that in the evening. So I will love trying those. Next, I have a loose tea, and it is Tea Kitten Herbal Tea, Tarty to the Party. And it says it's caffeine free. That is what that looks like. Let's see what the paperwork says about this. This gives us no hints about what the flavor is going to be. Tarty to the Party, sips by Tea Kitten, 1.5 teaspoons per 8 ounces of water, 212 degrees, steep 10 minutes. Sometimes you'll find that some of the herbal teas steep a little longer. Not all of them, but some tend to. And this is hibiscus, apple, papaya, currants, elderberries, black currants, raspberry, strawberry, sunflower, and cornflower. That sounds fantastic, and they know that I'll like that because when I filled out my survey, I said, yes, please send me the fruity teas. This is caffeine-free, and it says we are not kidding when we say that this is the perfect copycat to fruit punch. Oh my goodness, we might should have tried this one. Brew it hot and cuddle up with a mug, or brew it cold for a refreshing, fruity delight. You got to try this. I mean, they got some serious cat buns in there. Let's open this and see what it smells like. Now, I will say as I open this, I used to pour it out into my hand, but with everything that's going on now, I'm just going to try and show it to you in its bag. Oh, it's nice and chunky. Oh my goodness. The floral coming off of this is incredible. Oh, I think this is begging for me to make it into an iced tea. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. This is definitely one of those times where I wish we had smell-o-vision. Let me show you guys though. I hope you can see down in there. See all of those nice fruity chunks? They look and smell divine. I can definitely smell the apple and the raspberry most. That's absolutely what I smell the most, but wow, that smells amazing. Yeah, that is going to be a nice pitcher of iced tea, definitely. And my last tea for August is Peach Blossom. Again, they know I love the fruits, and what better time than summer. And this is from Woodsong Herbs, and it says a scrumptious blend of black tea, fresh peach, bee pollen, fruits, berries, and flowers. It is equally decadent, hot or iced. Try it with milk and honey for a delicious peaches and cream treat. Look how pretty that is. Doesn't that just make you want a nice peach? Yeah, let's open this up and see what it smells like. Peach, I bet. Oh, it does. It smells like somebody took like dehydrated peaches and just stuck them in this bag. Oh my goodness, that is divine. Again, this is another one. You can see the tea, but see how big it is? It's not like it's that powder that you sometimes get in like tea bags. This is big chunks of tea. All right, let's see what the paperwork says about this. Peach Passion sips by Woodsong Herbs, 1 teaspoon per 8 ounces, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 to 5 minutes. So all of our cups today steep at 212, which is pretty much right off of hot. Like I would take it off of however you make it hot, whether it's boiling it in a pan or an electric kettle or like me with your coffee pot, and I would steep right away at 212. This says it is high caffeine, so it is not an afternoon treat for me. It is black tea, orange flowers, elderberries, bee pollen, peach, and passion fruit extract. Plus, something else that I didn't mention is if you join Sips By, you will get codes. Like under this one, you get 15% 10% off with code SIPSBY if you go to the Woodsong Herbs site. And generally, all of the teas offer some kind of discount. So this is another fruity one that will probably end up iced tea. I have been drinking a lot of iced tea. I'm trying to stay off the sodas. I'm trying to be better. So I'm drinking a lot of iced tea too. All right, so that is, and I will just show you in the box, those are the 4 teas that I got. We got the 2 big loose teas and then 4 each of the 2 different kinds of tea bags that we received. Plus, we got our little disposable tea bags that we can use with our loose tea. Okay, it's probably been 5 to 7 minutes and I had it covered so that it would stay nice and hot. Actually, I picked this up at Grove Collaborative with one of my orders and I use this so often because I don't know about you, but I will make myself a cup of something and then wander off. If I don't cover it or something, or happen to think to put it in one of my Yetis when I come back, it's cold. So when I take this off, I hope you guys can see it there. It is still steaming here and the top has kind of condensated from all of the heat. Oh, it smells like peppermint and mocha. If I were downstairs and had access to my kitchen, I would probably put just, well, a little bit of Sweet and Low because I'm trying not to use sugar. And I know the Sweet and Low is going to kill me too. Don't come at me. I know it's bad for me. And a little bit of milk in here to make it kind of like cocoa. Oh, that is nice. I think it needs to steep a little more. I don't think it's reached its full potential yet, but it tastes delicious. I can taste the peppermint. I can taste the chocolate. It feels like a treat and it has no calories and, just as important for me, no caffeine, which means I can have it in the evening, so I am all in. I have a couple more videos that I'm going to make right now, and I am so happy I have this up here to drink. All right, thank you so much for coming by, guys. That is the SIPSBY box. Again, if you have any interest, I will put my link below. It will get you $5 off your first box. It is $15 a month. You get 4 teas, what they consider 4 servings of each, like 4 tea bags, or the ability to make 4 tea bags out of the loose teas. But like I said, be sure and try each one of them a second time if you'd like a second cup of tea, because I would say 97.8% of the time, that's a random number, right? You get just as nice a second cup of tea. Sometimes it's a little bit weaker, but usually not. If you have any questions about this, just let me know below. I'll be here sipping my tea, and we'll talk again really soon. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I have more videos coming out, and I'll see you really soon, guys. Take care.